In the name of God, the most merciful and the most compassionate. Hi everyone, how you doing? The Son and I bid you a warm welcome filled with hopes and dreams. Failure is a hill, climate with a will. IELTS writing test. The topic of today is about failure is a hill, climate with a will. Just one magnificent rule for turning failure into victory. Clear your head and soon you will see a much better way to be. Wake up with determination. Go to bed with satisfaction. Write a story ending with failure is a hill, climb it with a will. You have two options. Option one, failure is your teacher. Option two, failure is your undertaker. Walt Disney adopted option number one and he knew how failure could be the key to success. If you have God on your side, miracles happen. The irony is that one of the 20th century most creative visionaries was actually fired for lacking creativity from his local newspaper. Can you imagine that Walt Disney, who had a net worth equal to roughly 1 billion euros and was the best American film producer, director, screenwriter, voice actor, animator, entrepreneur, entertainer, international icon, and philanthropist, the man behind Walt Disney Productions and one of the most famous motion picture producers in the world, was fired from a local newspaper for not being creative enough? How come? Aspire to inspire before you expire. Poverty is not a hindrance to success. Walt Disney grew up poor with a father so harsh and abusive that he made his escape before he was even fully grown. When you face difficult times, know that the challenges are not sent to destroy you. They are sent to strengthen you. Don't judge me by my success. Judge me by how many times I fell down and got back up again. Walt Disney is remembered for his many successes for Mickey Mouse, Donald the Duck, for Disneyland, but he also saw his share of hard failures, including bankruptcy, a mental breakdown, a destructive strike, and the loss of control over his creation, Oswald the Lucky Rabbit. The happiest place on earth was not an easy road to success. It was turned down over 300 times by bankers and financiers. Moving facts about Walt Disney that will inspire you to succeed. The life of Walt Disney teaches us many things. One, he succeeded although his road to success was paved by a sad childhood along with countless business failures and setbacks. A kick in the teeth may be the best thing in the world for you. Two, don't let disaster get you down. Don't let your obstacles win. Move on without looking back. You cannot change the past, but you can shape your future. Three, successful people are never afraid of failure. They accept failure. They learn from mistakes. Four, by controlling your mind, you can control your destiny. What you do today can improve all your tomorrow. Good, better, best. Never let it rest until your good is better and your better is best. The one magnificent rule for turning a failure into victory. Turning a failure into victory can happen if we left our lives to God in surrender. No sects. God strongly forbids divisions of any sort or associating with those that break away into sects. People today have regrettably divided and subdivided themselves into numerous sects, each one labeling themselves by diverse names. God considered them Gentiles and polytheists. God has commanded us to only follow His words and nothing but His words. We mustn't follow the men of religion as they are traders. They trade in religion. Be passionate about what you do, and you will rise above any circumstances. If you control your mind, then you can control anything. It doesn't matter how slowly you go as long as you don't stop. Just one magnificent rule for success. I have surrendered to the Lord of the worlds. With no distraction at all, lift your life to God and surrender. So God will inspire you with ideas and instruct you on how to work on them. This is exactly what happened to Mary, who lifted her life to God in surrender. When the pains of childbirth came upon her, God inspired her to hold on to a nearby palm tree and instructed her to shake that palm tree and eat its dates to replenish her strength. This is the magnificent rule of God to turn failure into success. With no distractions at all, Walt Disney lifted his life to God in surrender. So God inspired him with ideas and instructed him on how to work on them. One, the idea of Disneyland came to him while watching his two daughters ride the carousel in Griffith Park. There he began to imagine a clean, safe, friendly place where parents and children could have fun together. Two, the idea of Mickey Mouse suddenly popped into his head. He got the inspiration for Mickey Mouse from a tame mouse at his desk at Love O Graham Studio in Kansas City. There can be miracles when you believe. Believe and you will receive. We give our lives to God through prayer and meditation of His Word. Jesus taught, when you pray, don't be like the hypocrites, for they love to pray standing in the synagogues and on the street corners to be seen by men. But when you pray, go into your room, close the door, and pray. God said, and remember your Lord within yourself, in your mind, without raising your voice and without loudness. Would you like a secret to happiness? Give yourself to others and serve them without expecting to be thanked. The strongest and the most effective form of prayer that connects you with God are your actions. Be kind to fellow humans. Be affectionate to all animals, not just your pets. Care for Mother Nature, and the Almighty will bless you with a life of abundance. We make a living by what we get, but we make a life by what we give. The greatness of a nation can be judged by the way its animals are treated. Lighten the burdens of those who suffer. Be merciful with those on earth, and God will be merciful with you. If you can't be cordial to these creatures, please, I think that we deserve to freeze. You were never created to live depressed, defeated, guilty, condemned, ashamed, or unworthy. You were created to be victorious. بريك عليك سيد أبو المجد.